never seen the famous leaves. Thank you for coming at me.
Stop it. Can't play the whole thing. That's one of the songs. Should I play it? I don't know. It's out in 2 days, so I don't know if I should play the whole thing. I might play this one. No, I'll play this one. Or no. I won't play that one. I'll play this one. Oh, if you thought that beat was crazy, this is a crazy beat. This is a crazy beat.
Meet computer.
Awesome passage, you transform to leaves. I don't know
Where they're trying to be.
In my language, alongside me. I don't know what shows how much you blow. Lost in some afraid below without home. The way I chose to ask about scavenges. Please I know I put that down and I repeat. Cause I keep the process like you know what I'm gonna be. I can change the way that things supposed to be.
Do you like his music? No.
Coming close to have no close to count on me. Lost in passage, she's transformed to leaves. I don't know anymore I'm trying to be. In my language, they come inside me. I don't know later shows how much you blow. Lost in some afraid below home. The way I chose to ask about scavenges. Please let me know where I go and repeat.
Fridays. Like 30 hours, you guys can listen to all this high quality. Spotify, Apple Music. Shout out.
Yeah, I said it.
Shout out Papania Stewart. Okay, I can't play too much off the album because it'll be out in 2 days. I'll play some shit. Fuck it, it's out in a day. I haven't been on here in a month. We promoted a little bit. Who the fuck drops an album? No promo, no nothing, no. Well, I guess it's not even a surprise album. I know it's not gonna do good numbers. Like, I know it's not gonna do good numbers, but it's gonna take a minute to get back to where I was at. My new YouTube channel only has 700 subs. My old one has 6,000. I can't get into it still. Like, I lost that YouTube channel. Like, I can't log in. So I have to make a new channel. But I think it's for the best because I always wanted to make, like, a channel where I can post other people's music. So I'm going to post everyone's music I fuck with on the channel. And we're going to start, like, a brand type shit. But yeah. I'll play one more off the album. We'll do this one. There's some more hyper poppy, if you want to call it that. I don't think it's hyper pop, but I was gonna call it Team Edward too, honestly. It's because of the scent. This one's called Convo with God.
Give me, but I feel like I'm falling. Give me love, but my eyes were dying. Love drift me, but ashes back and falling, back and falling. Give me, but that last make me sound. I'm a person, so far there, I can't be. That's how they're going to set free. Like clouds, so I'm planning, but feels like, oh yeah.
Meet computer.
Too loud. Too loud, man. Oh, and there's gonna be like, I know I have no merch up right now. The only thing up on my merch store is this, the OG hoodie, which will always be up. I'm gonna always keep this up, and then everything else is gonna be like limited drops type shit. But I have so much new clothes. Like I have so much new like clothing designs that I'm putting out. But I want to start putting out like actual like not design, like actual clothing that isn't just like something on a hoodie, like mesh fucking, I'm into like mesh shirts right now, like mesh hoodies, like camo, like just weird shit, and like I'm trying to sell like one of one outfits type shit. And then this whole album has like all merch, new merch to it. And then I have like I think this is gonna be the cover to my next album, honestly. But what do I have in here? Or whatever. I don't know what I was gonna show you. But yeah. Okay, I'll play some more. This one's not gonna be on the album. This one's gonna be not on the album. The merch is gonna drop the same day as the album, I'm pretty sure, on Friday. Album merch. But this song's kind of cool. I probably won't put this out, but I made this last night. I'm gonna just chill, roll some weed, like a loser. I'll probably never put this out. I just have to roll some weed quick. This might be boring. No, I'll talk when I'm. It's kind of boring just watching me roll weed. I'll talk some shit. What do you guys want to know? How to live life? Bruh, y'all just gotta live your lives. People take this music shit way too serious. I know I do. Like, it ain't that cool, man. That's my whole point of this whole life. It really ain't that cool. And, like, it took me some, like, stepping back and just taking some much-needed time to myself, being alone, and really figuring out my priorities as a man or as a person, you know? And, like, bruh, it's not being in this evil-ass... Because I know motherfuckers don't... I'm not the most spiritual person, but, like, the music industry is definitely evil. And it'll just turn you into a crazy person outside of, like, whatever's actually going on in the whole upper parts of it. But even at the lower level, even at like my level or the underground, it'll drive you pretty crazy, and it'll I notice it makes people just like not give a fuck about anything else. Like, it's a type of thing that it's kind of like sports or something where it's like you gotta give it your all. I think people even put more into it just because people who make music are genuinely kind of crazy people and kind of like, you know, so I think it just makes people a little more susceptible maybe to being a little crazy, but it just definitely the whole part of it, like waking up, checking Twitter, like trying to make shit that you might not even necessarily like it for any artist, because I know a lot of people who listen to me also make music. Like, if you ever find yourself like not wanting to make music, kind of like not wanting to go to work, but you're like, I gotta do it, man, don't do it. Get a job. And I'm not saying give up on music. There's obviously something wrong with what your process and like what you're doing with your music to make you not want to do it like that. So it's like at the end of the, like, you gotta, that's what I found. Like, it wasn't, when I was in Mexico, I started getting depressed, and it wasn't like that. At first I thought, okay, well, all I wanted to do was be like somewhat known in the underground, and now I think I'm known in the underground, and like that's all I wanted. Like, I never wanted to be like a big artist. Like, I never thought I could. And so to like have people like Wiccaface reach out to me, or Skrillex, and like bigger rappers and stuff, like that was really validating to me. And like just being in this new underground thing, and there was all these new artists coming up, and it was just like, okay, I got everything I really wanted out of this. You know, I got everything out of music that I thought I wanted, and it didn't make me happy at all. I was able to afford to get a house in Mexico, and like I didn't have a lot of money. I was making maybe $1,500 to like $2,000 a month, and most of it's not like I'm making any money off streaming or my merch or really anything. It's mostly doing like commission work, like music video edits for people, selling beats, doing like reposts and sample packs was mostly what I was making the majority of the money. But I was stressed out because I had to make money because I was in Mexico. I had a girlfriend who depended on me because she couldn't get a job there, and like I couldn't come home. It was middle of the pandemic stuff, and we're stuck in Mexico, and it was great. Like, I had everything I wanted just to be able to do that, and not just that, but be able to bring my ex and bring my friend with me, and just work on music and da-da-da. And it's like, that was all I ever wanted, you know? And I was miserable. And I couldn't understand it. And what I thought it was because I realized to get to that next level is going to be 10 times harder, and it's going to take 10 times the amount of work, which took a lot of work to get to the top of the underground. But to get to that next level is going to take 10 times more work, and it's going to be 10 times harder, and it's going to leave me with that same feeling. And it's never going to be enough. And it's actually really weird the higher you go. And the more you, like, the whole thing's really weird and really kind of like messed up. So I didn't want that. So it was kind of just like before, yeah, I was all depressed and whatever because I was just like I am a loser. Like, I am a fucking loser. Like, everyone in my hometown or where I'm from, even to this day, doesn't give a shit about my music. But I thought, like, I had to do this music stuff. Obviously, because I've always loved music. I've always been, like, I've made music since I was 14. I wasn't, like, rapping and whatever. But I was always making music, and I always studied musicians. Like, I didn't have any friends and I didn't relate to anyone in my hometown because it's like a really, really like, it's kind of like 30 years in the past. Like it's kind of like growing up in the 90s and like really redneck. So like extreme and like backwoods type shit. Like where I'm from is the middle of nowhere. It's literally, I'm from Manitoba, Canada. It's the middle of nowhere. Like, and all the guys play hockey. All the girls only talk to you if you play hockey. And then they graduate and they go to the bar for about a year and then they start having kids. And that's kind of just like the life like that I was destined to do or whatever. So I didn't have a lot of friends, you know. I wasn't like I could go kind of hang out with the popular kids, I could hang out with the weird kids, I hang out with her because I, you know, but I didn't have any friends, especially the last 2 years of high school. Like I didn't even go to school. I was put on like antidepressants, Xanax, and all that type of stuff. So then I really just sat in my room. Like I kind of feel like Gerard Way, if anyone. It was kind of like that. The pajama mode. Like I'm still kind of like that. Wearing pajamas. I wear like silk pants a lot. Like I'm in silk pants. Like kind of just sit at home and like. And that was kind of my life. So, the only people I looked up to, and my dad died when I was young, and I didn't have any father figures. So, the only people all I had was artists. So I just like, YouTube was kind of that's all I was interested in. Like I was obsessive. Like when I was 14, I was obsessed with, the people that got me into music was Kurt Cobain and Lil Wayne at the same time. Like, and I think that's the combination that's going to be the next big star artist, or the next really, every 30 years something happens in music. You know, we had the Beatles, and then you have Nirvana, and something's about to happen. I think it's going to be a mixture of those two artists, Kurt Cobain and Lil Wayne. But those were the two artists that really got me into music, and I would just emulate Lil Wayne. Like I remember I started smoking weed because of Lil Wayne when I was like 13, and lean, and like I remember just like pouring up Benadryl, like just because I wanted to be like I would like. I was obsessed with Kurt Cobain and Lil Wayne. I thought I was like Kurt Cobain reincarnated and all this stuff when I was like 14. I thought it was so cool and like different from everyone that I was around type shit. And I just isolated myself, and those were the only kind of role models I had. And I'm so lucky I had the internet to like, because those are my only friends. And like even now, I just spent a month in this cabin all alone. Like I kind of made it a little nice, you know. I got some LED lights, got my speakers and shit, so it's not bad. Like, but I'm just in a little ass cabin, like one room. Like it's pretty nice, but it's just like I ain't around people. I haven't seen anyone in a month. That's why I'm ranting so much. Like I haven't talked to anyone really in a month. I haven't seen anyone in real life in a month. But I can do that because of the internet, you know. Otherwise, you go crazy as hell. You would actually go crazy. But because we can listen to, like, interviews and podcasts or whatever, like, you have that somewhat of a human interaction. Even doing this, I can talk to motherfuckers. But I'm really just in a room talking to myself. Like, there might be 80 people in here, but I'm really talking to myself. So, it's kind of weird. But at the end of the day, I don't know where I was going with this whole thing, but all I was saying is that motherfuckers really are. I was influenced by musicians, and I'm still influenced by people online, because a lot of us, we listen to more people online or whatever than we listen to people in real life, and it influences us. So like, what I want to do is help influence people by just being me. Like, there's nothing else I can do. If I'm being fake, if I'm not being myself and I'm trying to be the cool guy, well, that's what all these motherfuckers online do, for one. But also, what is that really telling people to do? That's telling them to be fake and like me. And that's not That's not gonna benefit anyone. And it didn't benefit it. I don't think it benefits me by being fake or trying to be a cool guy online, you know? Like, I know I'd do better if I didn't post so much. I know that. I know motherfuckers, they're strategic with their shit, you know? They might look like they're all cool and whatever, but they're strategic with how they post. They got it all planned out. They know the right time to post. We all know what time to post. We all know if you post too much, it kind of gets too, you know, like, but you got to stay consistent, all this bullshit. Like, I don't want to do that. This is the underground, man. Like, none of this matters. At the end of the day, everyone who listens to my music right now could not give a fuck, and you could still blow up with one song. And it ain't about all that. I'm just going to post for me now. I ain't going to post what I think people think is funny or cool or trying to be the cool guy. I don't care if I post 10 times a day. But I found myself, like, deleting posts that are, like, not getting enough comments and likes, and deleting songs that I like, but they didn't get enough plays or whatever. And it's like, I just want to be the artist that I would watch and go, oh, he's cool. He ain't a lame. And I don't think I've been being that up until this point. I think I've been being a fucking lame. And if I saw Meat Computer, and just saw like Team Edward or something like that, I'd be like, fuck this guy. Honestly. So I had that realization, and I just had to like step back and go, okay, fuck all this dumb shit. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna fuck all. I don't even care. Honestly, it wasn't even like I never cared, but really what it became is that I just didn't care about my life anymore. Like, truly. It's kind of fucked up. But it's not in a depressing way. It's actually liberating in a way, you know? But I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I truly lost the ability to give a fuck. So we'll see what happens. It might end up drastically bad. But I don't know, I just gotta be myself. Okay, I'll play a couple more songs because there's hella people in here. What the fuck's going on? If I start going, see, this is what happens. This is why the cemetery formula works. That's why motherfuckers do it. Don't post, and then people come on your shit. I get it, you know? But fuck all that. I'm gonna start going live all the time, and then there'll be 10 people on here again, and I'll feel comfortable again. So, but yeah, that's the formula, I guess, motherfuckers. But yeah, I don't know, bro. People are as fake as fuck. Don't get me started. You don't want to get me all started up talking about the politics of the fucking music world, bro. Okay, you want to hear a song that I think is crazy as fuck? Or I'll play this one first that's kind of chill and I won't put out. And then the next song I'll put out is going to be, or the next song I'll play. I think I'm going to send it to PBG Casper. But I really fuck with that dude, and he asked me to send him something, so. He's a genuine dude that actually, like, hit me up when I was, like, down. A lot of these dudes are genuine, like, Jack's super fucking genuine, man. Jack's, like, one of the most genuine people I've ever talked to. And, like, FaceTimes me and is, like, nice, man. He's a smart dude and, like, a nice guy. And, a lot of people are really nice in this. So you just gotta focus on those people and not the fake ass motherfuckers. Because everyone talks about how all the people in the underground are so fake and shit, but it's like there's a lot of really cool, nice people too. But no, most people are fake as fuck and lame as fuck. I didn't smoke weed for like. So if I'm not answering any of the like reading the chat really, I just kind of read it every once in a while. I didn't smoke weed for like whole time I was in Mexico. I didn't smoke. Okay, this is a song I probably won't put out, so I'm gonna play it. And then after that, I'm gonna play something that I know I'm gonna put out, and I know it's crazy as fuck. And I'm gonna make it an open, and I think I'm gonna send it to Casper because I feel it's this type of vibe. But I'm definitely gonna send to someone if he doesn't use it. But not this song. This song's just chill. So yeah.
Today I will be playing Mozart's Symphony No. 40 in G minor.
Who knows this meme?
No talent, mediocre piece of shit. Okay?
I can do.
This is a rare song with just my own voice, not pitched up at all. Who could you hear this on? This is an open. I'm gonna send this to someone. Who could you hear this on? I probably wasn't gonna put this out, man. Oh, what's up, Jack? Yo, I'm gonna play this one.
How dare you?
This one's so crazy, bro. This one's a hit.
Can I help you?
Call the judge and get some fudge.
Call the judge and get some fudge? Are you okay?
This one's so crazy.
No?
You a doctor?
Maybe.
Where's your hand?
Tell me who you think when you hear on this one.
My dick?
Jesus never turned his back on me. I would have put a verse on that and put it on the album, but I made it like last night, so it's still not done. But and I sent the album to DistroKid. Like, I know most I've never done the editorial playlist thing where I do it like before. Like, you gotta do that shit like a month before. Like, who the fuck puts their shit on Spotify? The most I've done it is like a week. Like 2 weeks or a week. But fuck, man. The album is on Friday. 2 days, like 30 hours. I just want to put something out. Like, I don't give a fuck. For real, man. No, me and Jack are gonna go crazy. Dude, I was saying this before. I don't know if you were in here when I was saying it, but dude really is probably the most, not even one of the most genuine motherfucker I ever talked to in this. Like, for real, man. And people are tripping. And that's around the whole. That's why I was losing my mind. That's why I went away from. That's not why, but like that was a reason of why. That was more in Mexico, like around January, February, where I was like, I ain't want to be playing this game too hard. Like when the whole old shit went down, that was literally just me being like, okay, everyone I fuck with basically is like cancel type shit. And like my image was getting too hyper poppy. Like it was getting too like motherfuckers wearing cat ears and motherfuckers were like, and I was just like, bro, that's not me. Like that's not who I am, you know. And I'm just honestly fucked with dude and was friends with him, and he was the first person to really put me on. Like him and Capo were the first people to fuck with me when no one fucked with me, and Eyes Wide Shut and Sold Out wouldn't have did what they did without them. So I was just like, I ain't gonna like, I never even went online and tried to be anything. I was just like, I just didn't like his friends bashing him. It wasn't even about the scene, it was about his friends. It was just about like people that fucked with him, like just trying to do all this sorts of shit. So then I tweeted, since when is holding someone accountable by publicly bashing them to save your own ass? And that's all I tweeted. And then motherfuckers were tweeting at me like, fuck your dead dad, all those kids that were hating on me at that time, all asked me for, like, they all fucking were fans. Like, they were like the biggest fans. My biggest haters at one point were my biggest fans. Like, it's literally like, I can name these motherfuckers. Like, I'm not talking about people people who make even seem like music that people listen to. I'm just talking about fans. Like, the biggest haters were the biggest fans at one point. They were hitting me up. They were the most annoying motherfuckers hitting me up all the time. So it's just crazy how the shit, like, it really is crazy. Like, and that was literally me being like, I don't want to be a part of this shit. Like, and I can get out of it in my own, just by saying something I believe in. Like, that was all I tweeted. Me and Nove talked the whole time, and I was always like, I still, like, never defending with anything, but I was just like, since when is that holding people accountable? Like, motherfuckers, your own friends, like, all these people. And that's all I tweeted. And then motherfuckers want to come at me saying, fuck your dead dad, fuck, like, they don't know who I am, so I'm like, well, bring that energy to my life. You know? Bring that energy to my fucking life. And if you're gonna say that to me, I'm gonna come back. Like, I was off the shit. I was in Mexico. And at that point, I was just fed up with all this shit. And I was fed up with my image not being who I am at all, you know? Like, I was like this hyperpop kid. It's like, bruh. Like, yo, my first songs are Eyes Wide Shut and Sold Out. People just didn't listen to the lyrics. And it was just like, I couldn't come on here and talk. And that's what I've always been. Anyone who knows me in real life, I'm the most ranty motherfucker. Like, the most, like, opinionated fucking whatever. And it's like, might not be right, might not be wrong, but fuck, man, like, I can't even, I gotta just, you know. And at the end of the day, like, that was kind of why I haven't been dropping music, is because I'm just taking the time to figure out, like, what do I want out of all this? Because it's not even that situation. That's at the very fucking bottom of the food chain, man. That's just, like, entry-level music shit. What the fuck do you think's going on up there? With real killers and shit. In the most evil industry that is run to influence people. And is run by 4 corporations that run, like, there's obviously agendas, and you're obviously not going to be able to do fucking nothing. And you're going to get a contract for 10%. That, it doesn't gotta be like that anymore. It doesn't gotta be like that. It really doesn't gotta be like that. There can be a wide variety of music and things and opinions and people. But people gotta stop being, like, artists have to not be fucking scared. Like, we can't have a society that everyone's scared to say anything, you know? So, I don't know. At the end of the day, you just gotta be yourself in this shit. And if you don't make as much money, or you don't do the, oh, I'm gonna, because that shit's so, it's all lame. Like, and I hope everyone is really successful, and I know everyone's gonna be really successful. Like, I know that everyone who's doing shit in the underground is going to be successful if they really want to be, you know? And anyone on this live is going to be successful. Anyone who's listening to this and you make music, like, you can do this shit. It's so fucking easy. It's literally not even that fucking hard. Like, it's not hard to get attention. It's hard to, like, be respected and be, like, someone that everyone fucks with. It's not hard to get attention. But it's just, like, you don't want it. No one wants it. No one actually wants, like, as soon as they get it, they don't want it. Like, I've studied fucking musicianship all time, bro. At least since the fucking, even back in, like, the 1700s and shit, they're all miserable. It's all like, it's always been like that. Because it's just the nature of the fucking job. It's competitive. It's the most competitive thing in the world. It's literally the most competitive fucking thing in the world. But I don't even have a cold fucking beer. This is warm. Fuck. Hold on. I'm gonna drink a warm beer. This is depressing, bro. But yeah, it's competitive. Like, look how competitive sports are. How many people want to be in the NBA? How many people want to be in the fucking whatever, you know? Like, how many people want to make music? How many motherfuckers want to make, how many in the world? And you're not just, music, you're not just competing with the artists in the underground. You're not just competing with artists that are out right now. You're competing with the fucking Beatles. You're competing with like, why would they listen to you when they can listen to fucking anything of all time? They can listen to, music's free. You're not even at a time where people have to buy CDs and shit. They can listen to anything. So why would they listen to you? You know? Getting to fucking, so why do people think music, they don't treat it the same as trying to be in the NBA? Like, it's that delusional of a thing. It's that it's more competitive than any sport. Why do you think you can pick it up at 20 and fucking really do this shit and not grind your fucking ass off, do everything?